It's actual and factual. You're the one I seem to run back to.
Like, you're very clear. Oh, someone just knocked his microphone down. All right,
Damn it,
you
boy.
get
That's
back in
expensive
there.
equipment.
It's not that expensive.
Ray just ordered RA30.
Really?
Yeah.
But Mama, I want an RA32.
He's using a like a Bluebird right now, I think. You know what I'm talking? They're like the round ones.
Yeah. Round and blue. If you want to get down round and blue, Bluebird's the mic for you.
That was perfect.
Well, see, I'd like my mic round and blue.
Ma'am, if you can do me a favor, get up on that koala care and pull your butt apart for me.
When
Yes.
Jebediah Blue imagined a perfect microphone, he imagined it to be round and blue,
Jebediah.
not like those other microphones.
Michael phones.
Not like those other microphones that are
Microphones jack.
round and gray and square and all kinds of shapes.
Jebediah Blue.
Hi, my name's Microphone Jackson.
Stonehenge, baby.
Welcome, Stonehenge shoppers, to episode 23. I'm Brandon,
I'm Todd.
and we've got a great show for you this evening. A really great show indeed. We've got a good friend of ours here, Raylan Feltz, who was also a drummer in the band Far Less.
Yeah, so it's gonna be an interesting episode because you get to talk to both drummers of the band, the beginning original member and the dude who had to try to replace him. So I think it'll be a pretty interesting
There
conversation.
was no try.
Yes, there was, motherfucker.
You did a great job.
Ray's gonna be really modest, I'm sure, on this show. Except
hell no, I
Ray-
was the OG drummer. What you talking about?
he is a fucking beast on the drums, and I had to learn their shit, and it was about all my brain could handle. So I'm sure we'll get into some of this kind of shit later, but that motherfucker is really good, and I had to try to do what he did
Without a double pedal.
without a double pedal. No, I played with a double pedal for a little bit.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you had to.
I had to play with that. I had to play with that double pedal. Maybe I had to play with that double pedal.
So we're definitely going to talk about double pedals and that whole transition, because I mean that'll be interesting. But most of all, I think we're just going to have a really good time. What do you say, Todd?
I agree with that assessment. You guys, as always, be sure to check us out, facebook.com/Stonehenge Show, as well as StonehengeShow.com, and on Twitter @Stonehenge Show. So yeah, we're going to get Ray in here. We're going to talk to him about all kinds of crazy shit. He's a really good friend of ours, and I think this episode is going to be a blast. So we will be right back after this, and we will start out with a fun little game of story time. Stonehenge, baby.
Ray's listened to the show before, or so he says.
I have. I do remember this part. I know what you're talking about.
Okay, yeah. So, anyways, it's an acting exercise. We'll just get our brains going. I'll say a word, then. Actually, we're gonna start with Ray. Ray will say a word, then I'll say a word, then Todd will say a word. Usually, we know we're done when we're laughing our asses off. into space.
Asses.
Feel.
Deal?
Feel. There's an F.
Feel.
Feel.
My
Steel
Of.
strongest.
meals. Feel my steel of strongest meals.
Meals deals.
Ray,
Okay.
Brandon has a problem with rhyming all of these.
Yeah, they do start to rhyme, huh?
Brandon's on like 85% rhyming words at this point. That's his.
Yeah,
that's his
it's like-
frequency.
It's like I almost rhyme it every single time. Here, Todd, you start the next one.
Okay. Monica.
As
Balls. I guess it's pretty good right there.
Monica.
Monica has balls. That she does. She turned the president.
I don't know why that bitch goes around acting like she's so fucking sexy. Like everybody be wanting that pussy, but she ain't. Monica got balls.
I'll tell you this right now. I'm here to tell you. Monica has balls.
Monica's got jizz on her dress.
Now I'm just picturing her with like a fucking container of balls. Just, I told y'all I had them.
Look, she saved them all from last year's dunk competition.
Dunk competition. Look,
She got every slam ball from last year's slam dunk contest.
every slam ball.
Every damn,
ball.
every damn slam ball.
All right, son, before you go up there and dunk, I'm going to need you to grab you a slam ball. These are particularly designed for slam dunking. Get your slam ball.
Yeah, come on, dunk it.
I don't think that's invented yet.
Yeah, well, it is now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
slam ball, dude. That's her company. That's her new
Slam
company.
ball.
Slam
slam
Ball is
balls.
our new sporting goods company.
Look, the balls are just a little bit smaller, so you can grip them with one hand.
And then
That's the deal.
And look
And
like
then you can
Michael Jordan.
fucking slam
Regardless of
'em.
how white you are, you can always look like Michael Jordan.
Yeah, grab a hold of a slam ball and let the highlight reel begin.
All the balls will have like a 23 on them, and they'll have like a handprint to show you where to put your hand on them, and it'll have like stick your tongue out in midair, like written on it. Shit.
Yeah. Slam balls.
Okay. All right, I'm ready to start one.
All right.
Hugs,
Feel
Like
harmony,
when
drink,
from
wince.
ye,
sharted.
Whilst
hugs feel like harmony. While I drink, whilst ye shot it. While I drink, whilst he shot it.
Hugs
that
feel
one
like,
wins.
hugs feel like harmonies.
While I drink, whilst he shot it.
Hugs feel like harmony sounds like the name of some new fucking modern folk like Mumford and Sons type band.
See, I was thinking it was more like the new SWV.
It's a SWV, man.
Hugs feel like harmonies. Hugs feel like harmonies.
That's true. That totally works.
That's a great
for
chorus. I'm running with that. I'm running with it.
that.
Ray, do you remember? You don't remember SWV, man?
No, I don't.
Sisters with voices.
Sisters with Voices, man.
I don't remember that.
What
Yes,
was the
you
song
do.
to- What was the song? to?
Love will be right here. Or is that Michael?
The Michael Jackson thing.
But they were in it too,
right here.
because it was
be
like
right here.
S double double U the V.
VSS double U.
Oh, yeah, I know this. I know this. That's a good one, man. That sounded really good, Todd.
Thank you so much. I've really been working
Your
hard at that.
falsetto, it's coming a long way.
Master say your falsetto come long way. Come
CC.
come wrong way.
Come
Come wrong way.
Falsetto.
Your falsetto come wrong way.
Falsetto.
Master say your falsetto come wrong way.
Come wrong way for complimentary Ray Ray.
Come wrong way, complimentary right way.
Come wrong way. Wrong Ray. Who's starting the next one?
Ray.
Balls.
Tear.
My
Armpit. I set him up for that one.
What?
Balls tear my armpit hair. Spirit of the native run wild and free.
Let's do one more story time before we get out of here. Basically,
We've
Become
total
Universal
studios.
movies.
Duties, movies, DVDs.
Basically, we've become.
Look, man, all I can say is that basically we've become Universal Studio. It's hard to explain, but that's basically like what we've become.
I don't really know how to say it, but it's basically in a nutshell, we've become Universal Studios. It's
Like just
simple.
sitting here, we've become Universal Studios.
Well, that happened to me when I turned 25. You know, I've already been through that.
Right when I hit 25, I became Universal Studios. Orlando, Florida.
Ever since then, I just have people following me around, waiting in line and shit.
Yeah, it is so annoying.
And the King Kong ride never fucking works.
Yeah. And all these assholes want to propose to their fucking girlfriends when Jaws pops out. So lame.
It's not even a real shark.
Yeah, it's more like a shart than a shark.
Dude, the ride at Universal Studios for Jaws would be so much better if a fucking shark
Just shoot
jumps
all
up
over.
out of the water.
Yeah,
Just shoot it on everybody in the boat.
yeah, dude. I've actually got a story about riding Jaws for the first time. I didn't know who Marilyn Manson was, but I spotted him in line with two of his homies, and I was deathly afraid of him. I just remember looking at him and he was in full get up, you know, contacts and everything.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
When
I
you
had
were
no
riding the
clue.
Jaws ride at Universal?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Dude, what a crazy random tie-in we just made
Yeah,
there.
Yeah, that was awesome.
For a fucking cool story. You got to look at Marilyn Manson in the eyes and then ride the Jaws ride. That's pretty fucking
Oh,
badass.
he was standing like 10 feet from me. You know, they were like right in front of us. So I had to make eye contact with them every time we go around one of the bends in the line. You know, because you zigzag like 100 million times before you actually get to the ride.
Yeah.
Fuck
Dude,
that.
that's badass, man.
Yeah, it's pretty scary, pretty intimidating.
You know, I was just thinking that it'd be cooler if the shark puked and shit on you.
The
And then
shark?
Marilyn Manson popped out and started.
Yeah.
Beautiful people or beautiful
if
sharks.
If Jaws puked Marilyn Manson out
Yeah.
and shat all over the place.
And then, but Marilyn Manson, when he pukes him out, he comes out singing "Beautiful People."
Yeah.
And then the shark just sticks its tail out and just like jet ski sprays everyone in the boat with shit.
Yes.
That would be the best ride ever.
Yeah, that would.
Just picturing a shark puking up Marilyn Manson. He's coming out like the beautiful people, the beautiful people. Much less you start, the shark just sticks its ass out and sprays shit all over.
It'd have to be fake. We'd have a lawsuit on our hands.
And then King Kong was just like jizz all over everybody. When they come through there. They'd just be like, oh shit. Oh.
Oh my god! It's like, y'all don't even worry. It's just pudding and simple syrup.
Look,
Cinnabon syrup.
Yeah, Cinnabon icing, y'all. Taste it. It's sweet.
look, once a year, okay? Once a year, I hear Universal Studios opens up at midnight for adults only, and you can go through a ride where Jaws will vomit Marilyn Manson and shit all over everybody, and King Kong will come everywhere. It is awesome.
Dude, it freaked me the hell out.
It was like night. It was pitch black, and then this shark just shat all over everybody.
After it fucking regurgitated Marilyn Manson.
Yeah. It ain't cute, Marilyn Manson.
Dude, I'm serious. That is like the coolest idea we've ever had.
Yeah, it definitely is.
If someone made that ride, everyone would be like, "What? It does what?" It's like, no, seriously, dude. The fucking shark swims around just like it used to, but then it comes up on the boat and pukes out Marilyn Manson.
It looks like we all know what we should do now. You know,
Yeah.
fuck music. Let's all move to Orlando.
Yeah, design
Universal.
rides,
And
man.
I just,
Just
be in
walk-
a crazy room together. And
Just
be,
walk down to the
originator.
Jaws ride and be like, "It's all right, guys. You guys are no longer needed. We have a whole new stage show for this ride. Just take it over."
Yeah, we need to go down there and be like, look, we know how to you don't even have to buy that much new shit, okay? Just hear us out, man, because we know how we're gonna turn this whole thing around for you guys.
Yeah,
Look,
that is.
we're gonna
too
have everything
ridiculous.
shit all over everybody.
The main thing you guys are missing is the attractions aren't really launching shit at the
Yeah.
customers.
All the female, every female involved should be topless. We should go ahead and throw that out there, okay? Like, even Jaws, if Jaws was a chick, she's gotta have big titties. We gotta add titties on the Jaws.
That's hot, man.
So now Jaws,
I'm just going to
Dude,
see
look,
Jaws.
it's
Jaws
big
with big titties
I was
comes
sold
up,
on Jaws' titties.
and
That's all you had to
pu-
tell me, buddy. I'll
pukes
be down there
out,
tomorrow.
pukes out Marilyn Manson.
So look, this big titted shark just jumps out of the water, right? Vomits Marilyn Manson all over the place. Turns its tail and shits all over everybody involved.
Dude, I just love the term "big titted shark."
We have to have a song called Big Titted Shark. So look, man, this big titted shark just jumps right out of the cage.
The cave.
Jump in the big titted shark.
Did you say the shark jumps out of the cave?
Yeah.
So it's
I
like,
said a cage.
I think a cave would be way too.
Me too.
So everybody's looking at the water, and then this fucking big titty shark
It'd have to be a rave
actually
cave,
jumps
though.
out of a fucking cave.
As soon as the shark jumps out, like rave music just starts going.
It's a
All
rave
these crazy
cage.
rave life. It's a gay shark with titties.
A gay titted shark.
And you said a rage cage?
Oh,
a
rave.
a rave cave, like a bunch of ravers down there.
I thought you said a rage cave.
No.
Like
All the famous
they only
Universal-
He's coming from the rave and he's all souped up on what they call that stuff, Maui.
Yeah, he's on Molly and he's got giant titties.
And lest we forget that the rave cave is full of all the Universal like monsters just fucking fucked up on Molly, dude, like dancing all over each other and shit, like Wolfman and Dracula and shit.
Yeah, dude,
They all
that's
slowly
where they
one by
go
one
for
spill out.
nightlife.
That would be the best ride ever, man.
Yeah.
It would, dude. Why the fuck? Like, why can't that be reality?
Can be. A few million dollars.
Yeah, you just
Just
have
need
to
a couple
build
of
it.
investors.
Stonehenge, baby.
Toke through your skin. Like, why do you have to do it to your lungs? You know, like, I don't get it. Like, why
It's
can't we just
got
like
what it takes.
absorb the smoke through our skin? You know, like, why can't it be like that?
Yeah.
Are you singing Van Halen, dude?
So tell me, why can't this be love?
So tell me why can't this be nugs?
Lord, tell me why.
Straight from the farm. Oh, so tell
Can
me
you
why.
do a Sammy Hagar voice, dude?
I don't really know.
I've never tried, but I think I could.
No, I can't do that. Shit.
Straight from the. That's it. I got it.
He's got some rasp in there, man.
Straight from the.
That sounded good, man. You got to belt it. You gotta
Straight from the heart.
you got it there at the end.
Oh my god, dude, that's a hard one.
Straight from the heart. That's so hard. Straight from the heart.
It sounded like someone scared him while he was tracking back.
Oh, that's so off too, man.
Straight from the heart.
Straight from the heart. I'm almost there. Straight from the heart. Ah, so hard. Wow. That's so hard.
Straight from the heart.
Sammy Hagar is fucking us right now.
Trying to do it with that rasp, dude, is impossible.
Hey! Till tomorrow. I do that line. It's everything.
It's everything.
You can hit that.
Dude, we're gonna get the law called on us.
Yeah,
Sammy Hagar's in the next house killing somebody.
Amber, I'm sorry. We tried to do Sammy Hagar impersonations. I know that had some volume to it.
We're sorry, Amber.
I'm so sorry for singing like Sammy Hagar.
So here's the deal, Todd. We need to be in a Van Halen cover band where I'm David Lee Roth and you're Sammy Hagar. So I'm gonna be like, I live my life like this.
All
No
right.
tomorrow.
That
Oh
sounds
my God.
I'm playing drums, but you guys have to invest $250,000 into my drum set.
Ray also has to sing the songs that Gary Sharon sang with them on like their fourth album.
Dude.
They had Gary Sharon in their band.
we need to do this, man, and we just need to get David McLaughlin to play guitar.
Yeah, dude. All right.
Ray will play drums, and I'll be Sammy Hagar, and you
would
can
love
be
to be
David Lee Roth.
I will learn how to do splits and all that shit. I swear to
You,
God.
you guys realize how much money we'll make?
And I'll just
We'll
come
make
out and
way
be
more
like,
money than
I'll
we
just
ever
come
could have made.
I'll come out and be like, one shot, hey, and y'all be like, no, dude, that's from your solo project. You can't sing that Mas
like, do it, do
Tequila
it, do
song.
They'll be like, wait, that was from the only thing you ever did after Van Halen, that
Yeah.
4-song EP. It was really weird.
Or he did I Can't Drive 55.
I can't drive 55.
Come on and lock me up for going 99 or whatever he says.
Yeah.
55. That motherfucker. God. That's like that note. I didn't even come. I was a full step down. It's like 55.
It's so hard.
It's amazing though.
Dude, what
And
a
I think we should all
freak.
keep practicing.
What a freak in nature, man.
Yeah, dude. I'll just stick with Whoa.
God damn it, baby, you know I ain't lying to you. I'm gonna tell you one more time. Ah, yeah.
Baby, you know I lied to you. What are you gonna tell you what time?
Yeah.
It's so fun to sit here and watch Brandon do this because every little movement, he's like moving his head around when he's squawking, man. It really does take a lot of energy to do the Hagar.
That was the deal.
That was the DLR.
That was Diamond Dave, brother.
Dude, do you remember their newest single that I showed you or told you about at first? That Tattoo
you played
song?
it for me. Show me your dragon magic.
Yeah, Dragon Magic.
To show me your dragon magic. It's such a fucking awful song. Why did they do anything? Why did they make another album?
I don't know. I kind of want to play it because I don't know if Ray.
Hey,
Yeah, let's
Ray,
go
have you ever heard it?
play it.
All right, hold on one second.
did you hear it?
No, I don't really keep up with the
Yeah.
stories and
Nah, they put out a new record last year with David Lee Roth, man, singing, and it was fucking awful.
it's really sad, man.
But don't worry, we won't cover those songs in our cover band.
Yeah, we're only gonna cover the awesome. one.
Yeah, well, maybe we should learn one for safekeeping.
Yeah, this
Dude.
one. It has to be this one. All right, Ray. So I'm gonna play this song for you real quick.
America.
Am I the only one picturing Jordan playing bass?
Oh yeah, this is totally a JP song.
When I think Elvis Charles got hookers on the back of my leg. Ain't she who when I walk? Speaking Jerry Red, screaming electric
Pretty
green.
terrible.
And wait for the hook. Hook's even worse.
Talk to me, swap meet salad, tramp stamp cat.
Really weird pre-chorus.
Mom showing the time it took to get that new tattoo. Show me your dragon magic.
It sounds like the intro to like one of those tattoo shows on Discovery Channel or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Tattoo.
Show me your dragon magic.
Show me your dragon magic.
Hey, did you hear that though? Because dude, Ray, you were fucking spot on just then with that shit. It totally. It sounds like the fucking opening for like one of those tattoo shows, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I ain't dumb. I know what to do with dumb music. Okay, sell it to the dumb people.
Dumb music's for dumb motherfuckers.
Sell it to the dumb people. I think Ray wants to talk shit about dumbass bands that he doesn't like.
Oh,
Dumbass bands and dumbass fans.
we will totally get to do that. All right, guys. So, like we said before, we do have our very good friend, Mr. Raylan Feltz, on the show tonight. Ray is an amazing drummer. He was the first drummer of Far Less, and then I was the second drummer of Far Less. And there was a lot of shit that happened before I was in the band that I'm pretty sure, even if I've heard Brandon's story, but I'd like to hear, where Ray's coming from on some of these stories, because there's
Indeed.
quite a few of them that are really fucking awesome, but, I don't know them as well as you guys do, and maybe you guys could tell me something that I haven't heard yet.
Yeah. Well, it was a long hike almost to the top.
Yeah. But I was
long
going to
5 years,
see
but
if you guys collectively have something that stands out as a Ray and Brandon memory of that era of Far Less that really sticks with you as being
There's
a
really
fucking
too many.
funny story.
Me and Brandon were kind of inseparable on the road, We were kind of a faction. Well, Mark was really nice to us, and it was pretty much me and Brandon versus the world,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a very similar dynamic, to where it ended up where me and Ray were a faction, just like me and Todd became a faction,
Yeah.
and then Mark ran in between the two groups, depending, or sometimes Joseph would sway too.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't want to make it sound like it boiled down to religion, because I mean, it basically, at the end of the day, it did not. It just kind of boiled down to a business perspective, and it wasn't a bad thing. I learned a lot of things from those boys. They were really good, but me and Brandon, we weren't as serious natured as they were. We were a little younger. Well, I guess Donnie was a year older than me, but we just wanted to have fun, man. We were there to party and write good music. We did that, but we didn't really know the business aspect of it. And Jordan kind of coached us along in that. And I don't know. On the road, though, like when we did the major tours, it was very similar dynamic that you and Brandon and Todd had. So
I'm thinking of a couple of things specifically, and maybe we'll omit this if it's too much for Ray. But first time I ever saw anybody drink their own piss was on tour, and it was Ray that did it.
yeah, it was just a sip. No one thought I would do it.
Dude, what does piss taste like?
It tastes like salt water. I mean, and if you guys didn't know, your sweat is 99.8% identical to pee.
Ah, so it's just kind of
Yeah,
like
so
licking
you
the
lick
sweat
it-
off your own
like-
body.
Yeah, it's kind of the same deal, but I
But
mean,
that's not so bad.
no, and it's just a sip. Not even a sip, like just a splash.
He says that he drank the whole thing.
Just a
Oh, I did not,
refreshing,
man.
just a refreshing
Just kidding.
spritz. It wasn't much.
Everybody's gonna be coming up to me now, like, "Oh, Ray, you're a piss drinker, aren't you?" Oh,
Ray, hey, well, he also ate his own puke one time too.
I remember
ate
you
cheese out
did
of
tell me
the-
about that.
I
Yeah,
just
you
ate a
picked
sandwich. I had just had a sandwich.
you picked a chunk of cheese out of it.
No one thought I would do that either, but I did.
Yeah, he did, dude. He don't give a fuck.
I did it right in front of He Is a Legend. You can ask any of them. I was.
We
I
actually
drank
we
so
talked
much
about it
vodka the night
on
before.
the episode with Maddie Williams, and they told that story. I remember that's where I heard it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was the first time I heard about it. But that's definitely a legendary one. What about
But-
a night where there was like a bunch of drama or something to recount?
Oh, okay. Well, listen. I just wanted to go ahead and like blow like the crazy like shit out of the way, like we did with Mark. You know, like we had to tell the story about Mark peeing on that girl out of the gates. You know.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's
We
great.
absolutely did.
That's great.
Yeah, that's kind of if you're on the show with us, we just want as many walls down as possible. And
Yeah,
it's-
I'm trying to lose them right now.
and it's
But-
liberating.
But so now that we've done that, I want to take us to a place that Raylan and I barely touched on when he first got into town, which was the night right around the Broken Hearts Unite era, which is like way far back in like for the far less days, man. Like Broken Hearts Unite was the record that we put out on Silent Uproar before we ever signed Tooth and Nail, any of that stuff.
Yeah,
We were playing a show in Virginia Beach that nobody came to except for Steve, who you know, Todd, from Missouri. Is that where he's from?
yeah. Steve
Steve
Wallace.
Steve Wallace, yeah.
Yeah.
He was at this show, right? And
yeah.
the show, I mean, there was like nobody fucking there, right? So we're all staying in a hotel. And Ray, if you remember it, I would love for you to tell the story.
Yeah, we were a couple blocks from the beach. We took a little tour and got hooked up with some, what were they? Smirnoff ices. Big ones, 32 ounces maybe even. I don't know. We got like 6 of those and pounding them. You know, I was a complete lightweight back then. I seriously, but I did try and drink as much as I could underage. And
Smirnoff
Steve hooked it up
Ice.
that night, so me and Brandon were stoked. And I got really wasted and walked in the hotel. Brandon was in my bed. I got super aggro. I wasn't mad, but I wanted to do something super funny to him because I wanted to get him out of my bed because he would not get up. So I kind of lifted under the mattress and tacoed him, put him in a taco, and picked up the mattress with him in it and just Hulk smashed it into the wall. And all the while, the whole time was just like, Hulk smash! Well, Jordan was not having this.
It was me and Tim Horn. We're both in that bed, actually.
Yeah. And I
You
picked
threw
guys
two
both.
humans in a folded up mattress up against the wall.
Yeah.
You
No,
fucking-
I think he's exaggerating a little bit.
You
there.
beast.
He thought he was the Hulk for sure, though, dude. I mean, he grabbed it and he pulled both of us and that mattress off of the bed. He did that, and he totally went Hulk smash. He grabbed it and fucking pulled us off the bed, and then crawled onto the box spring and laid down. And right then, Jordan freaked
Lost it.
out, dude. No more drinking on tour ever again, dude. Storms out, right? Storms out. That's it. Jordan doesn't come back. We don't know what the fuck's going on. So we're
It
basically up.
gets worse.
Yeah,
It gets worse.
we're basically up all night hanging out and shit. You know, just waiting to figure out. We go out, walk down to the beach and sit and chill. Finally, the next day, Jordan and his parents show up.
Because Jordan quit the band the night before.
Yeah. He's like, yeah.
We won't go into detail, but it was
Yeah.
dramatical.
Yeah, well, so the next day he gets out and he lines us up and he's like, listen, guys, I've been thinking. And I'll be in a band with you, and you, and you. But I won't be in a band with you, and points at Ray. And then we decide, oh, well, let's all get back in the van and go home together in the van after this.
Yeah.
It was like dead silent for like a fucking hour. And then we got to talking, and then I think everything ended up being cool by the time we got home. So that was like one pivotal point. Another one was during the Youngbloods tour, which was the first big tour that we'd ever been on, like ever. It was like Tooth and Nail throwing us on this like showcase tour with He's Legend, Chariot, and Showbread and shit. And there was one of those nights in Florida one night, me and Ray quit the band.
In front of like the whole Tooth and Nail roster. I was going after it.
What happened?
I think I was just kind of sick of the bullshit that had came along with that whole tour. It was the last show of tour. I was so over it. And I was just over the high school kind of vibe that everyone. And it's so funny. I'm looking right at the Youngbloods tour badge right now as I'm telling this story, and yeah, I don't want to talk any names or talk any shit, but it was just dramatic bullshit the whole tour. People talking shit, people talking behind people's backs. Josh Goggins. But
yeah, fuck that dude. I'll say that openly. That dude's a fucking douche.
He's a dick, man.
I actually just recently saw him on a flight I was taking from Atlanta to Charlotte. He was in first class. I totally ripped a fart.
Yeah, dude. Fucking crop dust that little douchebag.
But yeah, we got into arguing really bad about it, and like the other bands were like unloading their shit and stuff. It was weird. But I mean, there are a lot of really fun times too. I mean, we took it there. I mean, because I mean, there was some serious drama. Obviously, I mean, that was a band. I mean, Ray was, he was in that band during its fucking infancy. So like, it was, dude, it was hardcore, man. Like through all the changes, it was always a struggle. But we always had a lot of fun at shows and shit.
Yeah, I mean, there was one point when we were on tour, mainly like the Emery Amberland tour in 10 years, where we were firing off on all cylinders some nights and like really putting on a good show. And I remember being like, this is going to work, dude. Like next record, if this one doesn't do what we're looking to do, next record most likely should, because we had a lot of momentum there for a second and it was a lot of fun.
You got people secretly high on those tours too.
But I was gonna say, man, I really enjoyed Everyone's Out to Get Us as an album. I thought it was really cool.
It was crazy because I didn't really even get a chance to listen to it till it was after, till it was done and I could run through it. And I was pretty proud of it, and it came out, and I still am. I go back and listen to it. There's little feels here and there that I'm not totally happy with, but
well, it was a crazy fucking record, man. It was.
All over the place.
I remember getting it at the time, and we weren't even that, I wasn't close with either of you really, other than the fact that we were music buddies, but we didn't stay in contact all the time. So
remember when me and Brandon basically lived in the van with House of Fools?
Yeah. I was gonna say I remember specifically going up to BB's here in Greensboro and buying that album and jamming to it, and I was just like, damn, dude, these guys are on some other shit right now. Like, cause that album, dude, what you guys put out, man,
that was what we were on, and
that's what we were on. I was on a lot of Candiria. I'd listen to 300% Density almost every day because I was obsessed with what Ken Shock was doing.
Yeah, Ken Shock's such a beast, man. That dude.
I mean, that was like our goal, dude. Every band that we met during that era of Far Less, we told them about Candiria and made them sit and listen to it. Especially all the heavy bands that we were touring with, because it was just like, look, listen to this band because dude, they're way better than you guys, and it's always going to be like that. and like it's always going to be like that.
That's how I feel. Like the way you guys are with Candiria, which I like Candiria, I'd say on the same level, but Meshuggah does that to me too.
Oh yeah.
I listen to that band, I'm just like, fuck you guys, man. You guys are just on a whole different level.
I think that he has to program the drums on a lot of those songs, man. I mean, just to make them sound so perfect,
Dude, I went and saw them a few months ago in Charlotte, and he didn't fucking flub one single thing that I heard.
And I read an interview with him as well, and he's like, yeah, I take like 6 months off, and then I come back to a drum set, and I fucking kill it.
Yeah, dude. Those guys were insane, man. They were like a machine.
Yeah, well lubricated machine. Did you ever check out Frederick Thorndahl's solo record with this drummer called Morgan Agron?
No.
That was a big influence on me as well. There's a YouTube video that's them playing live on some Swedish channel, and it is just
it's amazing.
Blew my mind the first time I saw it, man.
Dude, that's awesome. You got to send me that link. I want to see that.
Come on now, Stonehenge.
So me and Ray, we had to sign 3-year non-disclosure agreements at work today. So we officially cannot talk about work.
That's fucking crazy, huh?
Well, then what are you doing talking about it while I'm recording shit?
Well, I mean,
Well-
I think I can say that much.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like the disclosure part.
Oh, I got you.
We're disclosing that we can't disclose anything.
Yeah,
So it
exactly.
it is technically partial disclosure.
Yes, it's partial disclosure. It's the first step of disclosure.
So any
It's a
job
thing.
that allows you to disclose that you can't disclose anything is technically not full disclosure.
Well, actually, we're not sure if we can disclose that. Actually,
I think it just makes us look like badasses. I think that's the main reason they're doing it.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, sir. I'm not sure if I'm entitled to enclose that.
look,
I
I'd
do
love to
sound
tell
off.
you what I do at work, but I don't know if I can tell you that I can't tell you what I do at work
I said enclose.
because I need the enclosures. I need them.
Sir,
I need them all.
sir, we did just sign a total enclosure contract, which means that we will work under roofs for the entirety of our employment.
That's a deal.
Full enclosure.
You need any doors, any sewer tops worked on, any kind of enclosure, really, we will work on it.
Total enclosure.
You need a vaginal enclosure or a penis enclosure? You can call me.
We make life-size vaginal enclosures for you and your children.
At full disclosure.
Full disclosure.
Full lifelike vaginal enclosures for enclosures. What the fuck?
For all disclosures.
For all disclosures, vaginal enclosures.
Oh, hey, but what I can say is I don't work at the bookstore anymore, and my boss there, Bill Broyles, was a fucking asshole.
Yeah, dude. How was
Sexist.
your
It's such a
quit?
sexist.
How'd the
He
quit
was.
go?
It went well, man. I put in my notice, and then the next day I went back in and was like, oh, hey, yeah, actually, I can only work like 3 more days.
That's
I'm
awesome.
sorry.
Gangster.
And it can't be the whole weekend. I can only work Saturday and not Sunday. So that happened. And my boss, man, he worked on my last day. He didn't really say anything. Right before he left, he was like, well, Brandon, good luck to you. And I was like, yeah, thanks, man. And then that was it.
That
was
dude's
it.
a tool, huh?
Yeah, so, yeah, check it out. This guy was
story.
this guy was so fucking mean, dude. And I worked with this lady who was diagnosed with cancer, right? So, and she had just gone through some surgeries and whatnot, and just started chemotherapy. She comes in one day, and from what I understand, one of her friends comes in and brings her this like walker, and she's like trying it out. She's using it or whatever. After she leaves work, he goes over to a couple of the ladies I work with, who I'm standing right next to, and he's like, so, do you think Lori just had that walker for like attention? You know, do you think it was just that attention? Like,
Oh my god.
it was
What
like,
a- What an asshole.
my neck just like, I just snapped around. I was just like, dude, I mean, she's going through chemotherapy. She's lucky she can stand right now. You know, really. I mean, like, she's just trying to work and be normal.
Isn't this is the dude that you talked about on a previous episode? He was making you clean the bathroom a certain way or something like that.
Yeah, he gave me a 30-minute fucking like spiel, step by step for like half an hour of how to clean a bathroom. And by the end, all I could say was, "So you clean the bathroom?" Okay, I get it.
So we just clean the bathroom.
Indeedy. Done that before.
So yeah, but so like this guy, like while I would be at lunch, would apparently talk shit about me. So I would come back from lunch on evenings, like when I worked with him, and then he would go on lunch, and then immediately one of the girls I worked with would be like, depending on who I worked with, because one of them would deliver this to me like in a nice way, and the other one would just be like, "Bill thinks you're on drugs. Bill thinks you're fucked up on drugs." You know what I mean? But the other girl would be like, "Hey, look, I'm just telling you because you should know because Bill was saying it." But he was just like, "I don't know what his problem is, but he was bitching about you, and I'm not sure really what his problem is because what he said didn't make any sense." But apparently, like, all right, I answered the phone one day, and I could barely understand the guy that was on the other end. Like, either there was like just a connection or there was like somebody in the background. It was just like noisy, and all I could gather from asking him to repeat himself a couple of times was that he sells things on consignment to the bookstore that I worked at. Okay, so I'm like, well, he's probably a writer. I can, right? I'm like, he's probably a writer, and we sell like one of his books. So I go grab Bill, and I'm like, hey, this sounds like a fucking question for our manager. Let me go get him. I go get Bill, and Bill gets on the phone and talks to this dude, puts him on hold, and he's like, oh, it was a band. Oh, it was a CD, and like storms off because it was like some guy from some band, some local band whose CDs we sell. You know what I mean? Like I didn't know that, And so while I go to lunch, he's bitching about me, and he's like, I don't understand why Brandon couldn't understand what that guy was saying. And he was like pissed off because I didn't understand that guy.
What
Like was
a
like mad as
douchebag.
hell about it.
Yeah, he sounds like a prick.
Yeah, I wanted to record Brandon on his last day of work with some sort of, cell phone or maybe some goggles with a camera in them. But he was gonna wear the Obama. What's his last name? Sorrento.
I got that shirt that just says Barry Sotero on it.
Sotero. He's
And
had like 4
because-
last names, hasn't he?
Because everybody I work with, like, they're just like blind diehard Democrats, man. And I'm so nonpartisan, but like I know that they're just like he's a fucking idiot Republican, like, and I'm just like, no, it's just that like you guys don't see through it because you love it, I'm trying to open your eyes a little bit.
I think that's what a lot of politics are now, is people agree with people on one thing, and then suddenly that becomes the ultimate opinion, no matter what.
Yeah, it's really
super
weird.
Super competitive, and it breeds a lot of stupidity on both
Well, now
sides.
I noticed the other day something that's funny. I mean, I technically consider myself a libertarian just because I just think that both parties
Yeehaw,
have
boy,
things
that's
they
good.
do
That's a
right.
good thing, man.
But I found it ironic because I saw the first of cartoons that I've seen yet that were making fun of libertarians. So like now they're turning around
Targeting
and
you.
firing at the libertarians now.
Oh yeah, what was it like? Oh, you guys don't want to pay taxes, and you want to keep all your rights and stuff. You guys are dicks.
It was like a house that was on fire or something, and the fire truck was pulling up and saying, "Oh, sorry, you didn't want to pay taxes."
I nailed it.
Yeah. That was pretty accurate.
I knew it was going to be one of the. Well, it's like they can only pick on you for like, but even still, dude, that point is such a shallow fucking like way to look at it. There's other ways to fund the fire
Well,
department.
if you're going to pick libertarian, you got to pick a president, man. Who do you pick? Who's your pick? If you did vote,
I mean, I wanted, even though he wasn't technically libertarian, I obviously wanted Ron Paul.
Ron Paul, yeah,
Me too.
Ron Paul,
Ron Paul.
right, baby.
Ron Paul's up in this motherfucker tonight.
I wish.
Hey, look, everybody, gather round this mirror ball of love and get ready for Ron Paul to step on the stage. There's a mirror ball in the center of the dance floor. We got Ron Paul on stage. Everybody's feeling great.
Stonehenge!
Hey, I've got something for both of you guys. Are you ready? Tonight I'm going to a party, but it's already started without me.
Yeah, I texted Daraja for the first time the other night. Years, man. I haven't talked to that guy in so long. But he was the best drummer by far I ever shared the stage with. And mad kudos to that guy because he inspired me beyond words. I can't even describe the power that kid had, man.
Yeah, man. I ran into Daraja when I was on that Code 7 tour. He came and hung out with me for like an entire 24 hours in New York because we had an off day. And we fucking kicked it.
Oh, I'm jealous.
That dude's an insane drummer, man.
We got to talking about the old Eric Glassjaw, man, and like singing it and shit, dude. And it was like, dude, we got going on it, dude. I got real drunk like a few weeks back when Mel was still in town and listened to that first Glassjaw album really loud and was like raging in the house.
Raging Cajun.
He was like, "What are you doing?" And I was just like,
Without
"Yeah!" Just like,
Dude,
do
so
it again.
What was the one that... This isn't where...
This isn't well,
I found you.
You sound like one of those toys you find at the dollar store that you flip up and down. It's like
Yeah.
the sticks, you know. There's a funny story about Glassjaw. We actually went really early to see them in Charlotte one time. Brandon was with me, Donnie, and who else?
Jordan was there.
Jordan.
Our whole band was there. Jennifer Hamlin,
Yeah.
my girlfriend at the time, was there too.
I wore a Far Less t-shirt, the first t-shirt we ever had printed.
The fight bare-handed one.
No, it was the rectangular logo, just the first sticker we had. We put that on a shirt. It was like the Deftones font.
Yeah, it
You
looked
know,
just like it.
I designed it because I love the Deftones.
'Cause I do love the
Daryl looks right
Deftones.
at my shirt and he's like, "What is that?" And I was like, "It's Far Less. It's our band." He's like, "You guys are wearing your own band's t-shirt." It was, and it was super heartbreaking, dude. I was just like, "Oh, you made fun of me, man."
Who said that to you?
Daryl, because we got on the bus. We got there super early. We're waiting at the gate, and they're like, "Oh, you guys are all street team, right?" And we were like, "Yeah." Which
Yeah.
we weren't.
We
And-
weren't, but we were like, yeah.
Yeah, we're street team.
All right, we're gonna bring you guys onto the bus now to meet the band. And we're like, "Oh shit," you know. So we ended up on the bus,
And he made fun of you for wearing
Daryl
your
was a
old band
dick.
shirt.
I think he wasn't feeling too good that day. They tried to feed him 2 sandwiches,
Yeah.
2 bologna sandwiches. I'll never forget it, man.
I bet that dude's a nightmare to work with.
It's weird because I mean, at that point, dude, they were like unreachable. Our buddy wasn't in that band. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now it's not like now. You know what I mean? And it was interesting because we were young. I mean, this is well before we were signed or anything like that. And one of the guitar player they don't have anymore, the blonde headed kid, was like super duper nice, man. He was like,
yeah.
really fucking nice, and he talked to
about
us.
mullets. I talked mullets with him. We talked
just
about
made fun
mullets
of
in kindergarten.
rednecks.
Yeah, it was awesome. What was his name? It wasn't Todd.
I think it was.
That's Todd.
It was Todd. And
It was tight.
they had that like replacement drummer.
Weinstock
and
or
shit.
Weinstein.
Yeah,
Weinstock.
and they had that replacement drummer and bassist. Like, so those guys were nice too. I don't know. It was interesting.
Was
Larry
Manny
was the
in the
drummer's
band back
name.
then? Was Manny in the band?
No, their drummer. He was the guy with the really square jaw.
Yeah, that wore the
Square
cocaine
glass
cowboy
jaw.
shirt every day.
Glass jaw squared.
Dude, an album, since we're kind of going back to that era, I guess, a little past that. It's an album that came on randomly on shuffle the other day on my iPod or whatever. But a song from the Used self-titled album.
Yeah,
That
I
album,
remember that
man.
record.
I'll never forget when that album came out, man.
Just can't be the day away.
Dude, it was something
Dude.
about that record, man. Like, it was like one of the most, now looking back on it, knowing what you know about production, it was, it's got
Dude,
a
the
lot
hype
of-
behind that record was amazing. I went to Warped Tour the year that they debuted that record. They had just released it, and pretty much everyone was there to see them. They literally had some of the best PR work.
Yeah, and I was at one of those shows too, and I remember seeing Bert. He
puked on stage every show. He puked.
yeah, he
that was
puked,
that was
and
the
then
spiel.
he dove off the top
And he
of
tried
the
to hurt
speaker
himself. Yeah,
walls.
it was awesome, dude.
Yeah.
It's totally
He would
awesome. And then
scream
he did
so
hurt
hard
himself.
that he would puke. That was his thing.
Yeah, it was
he shred
probably
his
in
vocal
his
cords?
contract. It's like, look, dude, your manager's pissed off, man. He said he's gonna cut you out of the money tonight because you didn't puke on stage, like you said she's going to.
Yeah.
Dude, think about it. His scream, he shredded his vocals. Like they literally, are they still around? The Used?
They
Yeah,
put out a
they
new
are.
album a few months ago, except it's a different style. I mean, it's not like them trying to hold on to that style.
Is he screaming anymore?
Not really. I mean, he kind of does like the Dave Grohl, gritty rock and roll vocal, but not the Just like, sitting there like throwing up and screaming and shit. Like
What
even
a, what
Iggy,
a nasty mess.
yeah, even Iggy Pop can't like do it like he used to.
Yeah.
When you watch him now, he's trying to do it like he used to, but you're just watching this like skinny old man
He's
like
trying to cut himself with plastic bottles
like-
instead of glass ones. and
He's
shit.
like rolling around the stage like a fucking fish out of water, and it's like kind of awkward to
It
watch.
looks like an old lady without a shirt on.
Yeah.
on her.
He still does it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, props to him for trying to do it still, but it's just really awkward to watch.
I love some Iggy Pop.
I do too, man. Life after far
The
less
big come
is-
down.
Yeah, it's a hard fall from the top.
Almost to the top.
Yeah,
It's a hard fall from almost the top.
yeah, and by almost the top we mean hardly anywhere.
I mean,
Not even
hey,
halfway there.
I'd say we got about halfway to the top.
We were about halfway. Yeah. When we debuted on as MTV, you were first
Yeah,
on
that's
666. That was a career pinnacle, man.
Yeah,
That was a shining moment.
yeah,
On
yeah.
666.
Both of you guys were on MTV when they did that.
Oh
and
yeah,
for
the
hey,
first
and for
scene
the
is of me-
listeners, let's clarify. What they're talking about is, if you guys remember this, because MTV doesn't play shit for fucking music anymore. They don't even run these segments anymore. But Kurt Loder and whoever else at the time, the news guys, they would have every now and then a "You Hear It First" segment.
It was every hour on the hour.
Yeah, every hour. And they just promote bands, that people maybe haven't heard of, and
It
a
was
quick
like a
little
3
bio.
to 4 minute little spiel.
Yeah.
Every hour on the
But
hour.
this
and
is
they'd feature a
funny.
band.
This is funny, I think, to talk about, because you guys have told me all about it. But I think it'd be really cool to shed the light on the bullshit of something like, even back then when they were trying to push music. Obviously, the way they concocted the storyline for the thing was total bullshit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, totally. We can totally get on that. I mean, because all right, if you've seen the segment, which you will, because I mean,
Hinges on Huey.
we'll link it. But it's all about Huey Lewis. It's all about how much Jordan loves Huey Lewis and how he was like such a huge influence on the band.
I'm a Jordan.
Which is crazy because dude, that interview. I mean, they interviewed us for like an hour.
We did a good interview.
And then
Yeah.
the whole thing starts. The first line of it is, "It's hard to believe that music like this, or like music like this," and it's playing a Huey Lewis song, and it's like, "could inspire music like this."
And
And
it's
they
just
pick like the heaviest part of the entire album. to
And
show-
then the first
it's like they had
when-
their spin and they just hammered that home.
First scene of me, whoever edited the damn thing, first scene is of me reaching in my pocket because I was super high on pain meds that day because I had had a hernia repair. Not even 2.5 weeks before that, I'd been cut open. I couldn't even like sleep on my side. I couldn't pop a boner, and I wasn't cleared to play drums for a month afterwards. But I had to go on this tour because we were getting interviewed by MTV out in LA, and I knew we had to go out there. So I was having them carry my luggage and everything, carrying my drums. I was milking it up. But that particular day, I was really high on painkillers. And the first scene, I'm super itchy, painkillers make you itchy. I reach in my pocket and just itch my balls as hard as I can. And then take my hand out of my pocket and then just scratch my ass.
You know what? I've never even noticed that on that.
Go back and watch. Actually, they took it down offline. You can't watch it online anymore.
Really?
Yeah, MTV and the rights, man.
Why do they
Yeah.
fucking care?
I bet we could find it. But I mean, they took us to the Wax Museum in Hollywood, which was really cool, and we hung out with them. And they came out to our show that night at the fucking Whiskey and filmed it. When I would love to see that fucking footage, man, which we'll never see. Also, at one point, dude, they superimposed all of our faces on bowling pins and knocked us down when they were talking about how we used to play in
playing
bowling
shows in Pulaski at the bowling alley.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. They superimposed your faces on the bowling pins. It was so fucking corny.
So lame, dude.
We ain't got nothing to do but hang out in Walmart parking lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brandon sounded so country on it.
They framed me, man, to look like a fucking redneck.
Yeah, well, Brandon hated what I said because I only got one line or two.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
said we got what was it? We got
We're high rock spelled HY rock, like
Yeah.
hybrid rock.
what was the part that was like we got breakdowns,
Scream,
we got screams, we got
little
time
swing parts.
signatures.
I think I said little swing parts like twice. or
Didn't you?
something. I don't know.
You
I was
actually
super
said
high.
we've got time signatures,
Yeah, we got time
which is a really funny thing to say because technically any band could say
That's time
that.
signatures. Yes. There's
We
a
got
meter to
time
E.
signatures. Oh shit! I can't wait to hear these guys.
Look, I heard them got time signatures
We
for
should
real.
have just changed our name to the time signatures at that point. We got
yeah,
time signatures. We are the time signatures.
the time signatures would be a really good beach music band.
Yeah,
That would
it would be.
I'm for it.
But look, they made us look lame, but they did say we sounded like Cave In meets Clutch, which was awesome.
that was a good comparison.
Yeah, that's a very flattering comparison.
For at the time, yeah, it was. We were definitely a fan of both of those bands.
Oh
Big
yeah,
time.
I still listen to Clutch a lot. I like Cave In. I just don't know as much of their material as I do of Clutch.
Yeah,
Dude,
well,
one of the last records they did, well, that I listened to as I was kind of getting out of rock, because I've kind of gotten out of it. I still love it, you know. I still go back and listen to all the great stuff, but I definitely don't keep up with it. They did a record that was like more guitar based without vocals, and it jams, dude. I'll try and find it online. I forget what it's called.
Was it the Demon Riders or
No,
Doom Riders?
no, but Doom
Doom
Riders are the
Riders.
shit,
I
bro.
haven't listened to that record in a long. I'd love to break that one out.
Me too, dude.
That's a great one.
Black Thunder.
Yeah, dude. Do you have that on vinyl, Brandon?
I wish,
Well,
dude.
I know what I'm getting you for your birthday. I know
Oh.
it's coming up.
That's nice.
I just had my birthday this weekend.
You did. Hey, and please tell us about your birthday.
How old are you now, Todd?
I am 31 years old.
You've already gone past 30.
Yeah, last year was
Gotta be that
my
much older than you,
30th party.
Wait, so are you over the hill now?
No,
Hey,
over the hill is when you're 40.
No, he's over the 30 hill.
So I have 9 more years before that occasion,
Okay.
which is fine, dude, because Brad Pitt's about to fucking turn 50.
Yeah, and he's a awesome motherfucker.
Yeah,
He's awesome as hell.
no one would ever guess that about him.
Dude, what I've been tripping out recently on is the skateboarders that are still skating, like Eric Costin, he's got to be like 40,
Yeah, or
42.
Bob Burnquist is still doing the
Yeah.
big air competition.
I've got faith, man. You know, I'm just going to keep taking my vitamins, taking crazy shit from GNC, because you can literally go there and get any type of crazy drugs you want.
Dude,
And
yeah.
just get in the gym and just get swole, dog. You know what I'm saying? Just get swole.
Whoa.
Get swole. Yeah, like Tony Hawk's like 60 now, and he's every time you see him, he's like, "Well, this is my son Riley and my other son Tyler, and we're just gonna go shred today.
Yeah, we're all just gonna do some insane shit right now.
This is
That's a pretty good
Skylar,
Tony
and
Hawk.
this is Riley, and this is Magnolia,
And this is Tyler.
and this is Tyler. This is Tyler. This is Skylar. This is Riley, and this is John."
And this is Apple Blossom.
Nigel.
This is Apple Blossom, and this is Nigel. This is my family, and we're gonna shred.
Yeah, we're all gonna shred together. The family shreds together, shreds
we're-
together.
we're gonna shred my Mega Ram today. Yeah.
Yeah, we're about to go shred on a 50-foot pipe, man. It's gonna be sick.
Hey Todd,
Hey,
what did you do? What did you do on your birthday?
Yeah. What's the birthday about?
well, let's see. Oh
Did you get a
yeah,
limo.
no, I didn't do anything like that, but we did have fun, man. It was during the day just had some friends over here and cooked out, but nothing like the magnitude of last year. It's like
Yeah, last year was a blowout.
There's like 10 people or so. But then Joel from House of Fools has his solo project that he's doing now called the Joel Henry Band. And he's fucking killing it, man. I'm so proud of that dude. But he was playing a show that night. He was opening for somebody. And we just took the crew up there to fucking drink some whiskey and listen to him like shred some blues guitar. So it was awesome.
I have to see that.
Dude, he
He's
is
so
playing guitar on a
That's
level.
my shit.
Like
That's my boy.
Joel Kaiser is
I
playing
love you,
guitar,
Joe Kaiser.
just murdering it right now, man.
Ray loves you.
Like that dude is so fucking good, man.
And he's good
He's
at skateboarding.
unreal.
He's like one of the only people that has beat me in skate, I believe.
Oh yeah, man. Joel can skate his ass off, man.
He's really good.
He used to be dirty back in the day, man. But yeah, so we went and saw Joel play, and then after that, the club that I work at, Sin and Sky, they invited us up to give me a VIP table and free bottle service, dude. So we took the crew up there and had our own table with bottle service for free, man. We were getting fucked up and just dancing around and being silly.
That is
sounds like a-
awesome.
Sounds like a boy Joel's worth some money now.
No,
about
I
doing
just
it on
work
that?
at the club, and they were like, "Yeah, this is our birthday present." I was like, "Cool, that'll be fun."
Yeah, that is awesome.
So we're just sitting there, everybody's just fucked up, just like, yeah.
Was there like a DJ there and shit?
Yeah, dude. DJ A
Awesome.
Minor was there. He's one of my favorites. He's a good dude. Andre.
And
DJ,
Check this
that's a
out,
whole
dude.
other
We got a contest going. And I'm going to put this up on the page cuz I don't know the numbers, but you guys will both appreciate this. We're doing a contest with our club with all these other clubs in, the area or the country and VH1 called Master the Mix, and our DJ is A Minor. That's the one who's representing our club, but we text in this vote to this number, and they don't spam you or anything. It just has thanks for voting because Smirnoff is doing it. It's not any bullshit. And the club that wins gets a private, or like not a private concert, but a free concert from Kid Capri, dude.
That'll
Like
be
in your
awesome.
club. I'm your DJ Kid Capri.
Capri.
You remember him from fucking Yo MTV Raps?
You know what I'm talking about? Okay, that's Yo MTV Raps.
With Dr. Dre and Ed Lover.
Yeah.
Kid Capri
I
was always
totally
in the
remember
back
Kid Capri.
mixing. Dude, I would love to win that just because I want to meet Kid Capri. Be like, I used to watch you all the time back in the day.
Hey, Raylan.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell the world what you've been doing post Far Less?
I went to school, man. I was forced into school from my parents. You know that bit, Brandon.
Yep.
That's a good one. But I finished up school, but the whole while I was, I've just been in Ableton Live and Reason, and I played with a few different bands, predominantly Greenhouse Lounge from Jacksonville, Florida. They're kind of like a disco-esque mix of their amalgamation, kind of like Far Less was, of just all the different types of electronic party music. Been to a bunch of festivals and not really had that much success with it. It's came and went, just kind of like the rock thing did, and which is cool, I mean, I got to learn a lot, but it's kind of like on to the next thing. What's the next big thing? It's kind of weird seeing the trends move through, and I've been doing this for so long where you see you start becoming a trend forecaster, and I think that's what it takes mainly to have success in the music industry anymore. It's just to kind of know what's coming first. I hate to say that because it sounds like you're just trying to be trendy, but you're trying to be ahead of the curve, I guess is what you're saying.
Yeah,
No,
I
I
think
mean,
you
that
either
makes
have
sense.
to be ahead of the curve or you have to figure out to be so fucking unexplainably good at something that other people are doing as well.
Absolutely.
Like a way to where you just completely differentiate yourself from everybody else.
It's kind of like waking up and having a crystal ball and knowing what the next big thing is, except you have to keep your ear to the street and be just on the internet, It's Brandon's on the internet every day. As soon as he wakes up, looking stuff up, finding new things out. And if you do that with music, which I don't do anymore, I don't really even care. Now I'm just more interested in kind of like just doing me and not giving a shit about the money,
That's where we are, man, with this
Yeah.
project that we're doing, the Powers thing. I mean, that's exactly what we're doing.
Yeah, and when you have those intentions of getting out there and just chasing trends, and that aura kind of comes off in your energy when you're around people. They kind of people pick up on it a lot quicker and they recognize you're fake as shit.
Oh, yeah, man. Well, I think, man, I'm a firm believer, and I think all three people associated with this show, you say things like this in all humility, of course, but you at the same time understand that the three of us, much like several countless other people out there in the world, are very creative individuals. We just have very expressive, creative minds. And when we tap into what is really us, I think that's when the best shit comes out.
I
Yeah,
agree,
man.
man.
Because you're not worried about what anybody else thinks. You're not worried about what's selling. You're not worried about all this shit. Because ultimately, I think that's how the new trends are formed anyways. Is someone coming out and
Totally.
going totally against the grain, and everyone's ears perk up like, oh, what's this new sound?
Yeah, because they're like, oh, he didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
He didn't give a fuck, man. They obviously just did what they wanted to do.
Right. And I think there's
And
a
then
lot
that's
of
what we're
people
all-
out
that's
there
what we're
like
fucking doing.
us, with that, with comedy and whatever, I went and saw, Amber and I went and saw This Is the End last night, and that shit was fucking incredible.
Was it? I've heard it's awesome.
Dude, it was
Wait.
amazing.
We saw Man of Steel, dog.
How was that?
I've seen it 3 times.
How was Man of Steel?
3 times. It made me cry, dude. I loved it.
Yeah, I saw
Wow.
Brandon tear up a few times. I saw it with my dad, which it's a total take your dad and see movie. Maybe even tear up with him, hug him after the movie. You
Damn,
know
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
wanna
I took
be
him on
sad.
Father's Day to see it. You know what I'm saying? Makes me want to cry thinking about it.
I don't want to see Superman and be sad.
Well,
Dude.
it's not really sad as much as it's just like, whoa, man, this guy's
It
awesome.
makes it just makes you reflect. Dude, it is very heavy. The movie is amazing. It's like you'll be so excited and pumped one minute.
It's
and-
realistic. It's a realistic
Yeah.
Superman story.
Totally.
You know? They make it seem like it could actually happen in this day and age, It was shot like a comic book, I mean, it had like a comic book feel to it, like a upscale comic book, the art being really detailed. But I thought it was great, man. I thought it was really good. I loved how it was kind of the origin of him.
Yeah.
And there was a lot
So
of
was
backstory.
it kind of like Batman Begins but for Superman?
Dude,
Yes.
it kind of was, but it wasn't told like, let's start at the beginning and tell the whole goddamn story, dude.
the
Superman's
juxtaposition.
origin, it would exactly, it would juxtapose between what's going on now and Superman's origin, which was really cool, man, because you didn't get bored.
Oh, okay.
It's good.
That sounds cool, man. I definitely want to see it.
And
It's my favorite comic book story movie I've seen besides the Batman series. I love all 3 of those. I think they're all just amazing, dude.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
Dark
Chris
Knight
Nolan
series
is
just- you
Chris
can't-
Nolan's
you
a
cannot
beast,
fuck
man.
yeah, dude, this shit was awesome, and Nolan had a hand in it.
Yeah, I saw where he was a creative director or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was like an all-star lineup on that production. I mean,
I'm just hoping we get a Justice League movie.
well, how much
Out of-
money can we get a quote on how much money Superman's raised? It shouldn't be
Let's-
that hard.
I thought I heard Kevin Smith say something about it, but let me look.
Dude, I really want to go see World War Z.
I want to see that too.
I think that shit looks fucking badass. Something that seems really, really frightening about very fast sprinting zombies.
Dude, when all those zombies are climbing up that fucking the side of that building,
Yeah.
that
Those aren't
scared.
zombies. Those are
It's-
humans, right?
I think they're zombies, man. It scared the shit out of me.
You can't really tell.
They're humans, but they're zombies in the sense like 28 days later or whatever. They're like infected humans.
I heard it's awesome. I heard that movie's really good too.
I'm still trying to find Superman.
I know that. What was the comedy movie called with all the all-star cast like Franco that you just saw last night? What was it called?
This is the end.
Yeah, Aziz was talking about it on his Twitter today. Which, if y'all don't know about Aziz Ansari, he is the funniest out right
Yeah,
now.
dude, he was in it. Everybody was in that movie, man. Like Emma Watson, Rihanna, like Danny McBride was fucking incredible in that movie, dude.
Yeah,
Hey, so Superman's made $238 million.
that's a lot of money.
Damn.
That's a lot of money. Ching.
There was when This Is the End came out, Seth Rogen actually did an AMA on Reddit, the Ask Me Anything interviews. And
Yeah.
his shit was really cool, man, because he talks about weed a lot. And he said, my mom always asked me why I always have to talk about weed. And he said, because I'm always smoking weed.
Exactly.
He was like, all this shit that I come up with that people praise me for is just because I got stoned and creative.
That's why I hated Beat on Tooth and Nail, because we could not sing it all about marijuana, and that's a big part of my life.
Yeah,
it helps me
it was.
eat. I have I don't want to go into detail, but I got stomach issues, and it really does help me. But Brandon showed me this new High on Fire video, Fertile Green.
Fertile Green, dude.
That video blew my mind, dude. I've been showing that to everyone.
Smoke weed. We talked about that on one of the earlier episodes when we first got into that album, man.
Yeah, we did.
So good.
Dude, I made this picture for Brandon that I just now realized I totally forgot to give to you while you were in town.
Forgot my Ocean Size hoodie too.
Yep. But there's I did a still frame capture, Ray, of that video where the weed
he told me
goddess
about
is
you making
pouring
that, yeah.
smoke into his face.
Yeah, I love that scene.
Yeah, I captured that where she's like shotgunning him. I figured that'd be good wall art for him.
That's so cool. That's so fucking cool. I could talk forever about that video. I really could, man. That album, I wish they would make more videos for that album.
I wish they would make a whole series of videos for the album in that style, because whoever's directing those, the way they layer the the masks, the smoke masks, especially that green smoke that's going all over the place in the video, that's just amazing,
whoever made
amazing
that
layer work.
video is unreal.
Stonehenge, baby.
Well, thank you guys, as always, for checking us out on the 23rd episode of the Stonehenge Show podcast. And a very special thank you to our dear friend, Mr. Raylan Feltz, for coming in here and chatting with us tonight.
No, thank you guys. You guys are fucking hilarious. I really
Dude.
appreciate it.
Oh, we appreciate having you, man. And it's the Michael Jordan episode. We never mentioned that, but it's today. We are officially Michael Jordan. Stonehenge Show is Michael
That's
Jordan.
because you don't have to mention Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you say it or not. If we would have called it this or not, everybody would fucking know it was the Jordan episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That was the.
As soon as they read episode 23, it's like, well, Michael Jordan put this together.
Yeah, well, they're
Obviously.
definitely Michael Jordan now, so that's great.
Michael Phone Jordan.
But man, it was a lot of fun catching up with you. We'll definitely have you on again soon in the near future.
Thank you guys. I'll be glad to be here.
Hey Ray, is there any websites that you want to plug that might have your music on them that you want people to check out?
SoundCloud.com/drum versus speaker is my little personal SoundCloud.
And
Drum
it's
versus Speaker.
DRUMVSSPEAKER, right?
Yes, exactly.
Just
And-
VS, not actual verses.
Yes, that's it's the music I play drums to live. I kind of DJ and play drums at the same time, or used to a bunch. It was really hard, and when it went bad, it went real bad because I was blindly queuing songs and A/Bing tracks, and like when I didn't cue it right, everything just sounded like a train wreck. It was really
Oh
Really
yeah, that
scary.
sounds like that would be pretty hard. Because you need to do like a 2-man show with that.
yeah, no, totally. I've kind of done that playing drums with like Hero Bust and different people, but it's more challenging and more fun. Like I'm getting bored just playing to songs that already have drums over top of them, you know.
I like the video that you used to have up of you playing with that group called Sub Shanty,
Subshanti.
and they had that one dude who had like the long hair and looked like
Dex,
Adam
yeah,
Staley or something. He was always like, "Yeah, man," like that's what he always looked like in the video.
Yeah, that's Dexter Palmer. It's a big player in the scene.
Is he?
Yeah, he is actually. He's up in Nashville. He does. He works with Octal Sound. Yeah, but it's been real, y'all. It's been really real.
Hey Todd, what are our websites?
That was so awkward. And as always, guys, be sure to go check out the websites.
And as always with our websites, just be sure to go check out the websites.
As with every website, make sure to stay drunk, smoke weed.
No,
You can check us out at
check us out.
www.smokeweed.com.
Yeah.
stonehenge.com, facebook.com/stonehenge show.
.com.
.com, facebook.com.
Facebook.com/StonehengShow.com.
.com.
You can check out Todd on Twitter at Todd Tannick. You can check me out on Twitter at TheBrandonWelch.
.com.
.com.
And you can also check out Stonehenge Show at Stonehenge Show.
.com.
Yeah.
Hey, also the Powers music is coming along quite fucking nicely, if I might add. At Powers Music on Twitter, Facebook.com/powersound.com.
No, actually, I changed the Facebook address today.
What is it?
It's facebook.com/PWRS music.
Oh, that's right. So so just so you know, it's PWRS.
We're going to be called Powers, but it's spelt PWRS.
That's how it's spelled.
It's without the vowels, okay?
But Ray, man, thanks again for being on here with us, man. We hope to talk to you soon and stay in steady contact with you.
Oh, absolutely, brother.
You guys be sure to keep your eyes out. We will have another episode coming soon for you guys. Don't know who will be on it, but we do have some guests lined up. We're pretty excited to have. So we will keep you posted on that.
That's right, everybody. And
Smoke weed every day.
We'll see you next time, guys.